Hello my friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Tally and welcome to another vlog. Welcome to another week. It is July 14 today and I did start reading some books this week. We're already on Wednesday, we're going on Thursday. I hope you guys are doing well and I'm just gonna share with you guys some of the books that I did start reading. So this week I'm reading just thrillers because I think that I need some thrillers in my life since I have not really read a lot of thrillers in a long time, I think. I don't know. But right now I am reading The Whisper Man by Alex North. I've heard pretty good things about this book. I know some of my favorite booktubers loved this book and I just wanted to pick it up because I need a good thriller. I am on page 59, 16% in, and so far it is pretty slow. It changes the point of view from first person point of view to third person point of view, but I'm going to read the synopsis for you guys really fast. It is an investigation to catch a serial killer. So Tom, who is telling the story, his wife did die and now he believes that a fresh start will help him and his young son Jake heal. So they move houses and they start a new beginning and a new town. But this town has a dark past. 20 years ago, a serial killer abducted and murdered 5 residents. Until Frank Carter was finally caught, he was nicknamed the Whisper Man, for he would lure his victims out by whispering at their windows at night. Just as Tom and Jake settle into their new home, a young boy vanishes. His disappearance bears an unnerving resemblance to Frank Carter's crimes, reigniting old rumors that he preyed with an accomplice. Now, detectives Amanda Beck and Pete Willis must find the boy before it is too late, even if that means Pete has to revisit his great foe in prison, the Whisper Man. So, it does seem a little bit spooky, but like I said, it is kind of slow right now. Really hoping that it does develop into something very thrilling and spooky. But that's one of the books that I'm going to be reading this week. I also downloaded The Grace Year by Kim Leggett. So I'm going to be reading the second book of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. I did mention that I'm going to be reading the second book because I did love the first book so much, and that is Good Girl, Bad Blood. I'm very excited to read that one. And I'm also going to be reading Into the Water by Paula Hawkins. I have already read Paula Hawkins' work, and I think, what book was that? Hold on. Paula Hawkins, oh yeah, The Girl on the Train. I think I rated it a 3, but I'm kind of excited to read Into the Water. The last one that I had downloaded is Come Closer by Sarah Gran. Those are all the books that I'll be reading this week. And they're still with the fireworks. Now I'm gonna keep reading The Whisper Man. If I have any more thoughts, I will jump on here and tell you my thoughts.
I don't need to think about it. There's nothing in this world that we can't do. Flowers even mad about it, 'cause they can't bloom like you don't. I don't see a way around it, 'cause everything has led me straight to you. It's nothing new. Baby, I'm outside, been thinking about you all night. Been thinking it ain't right if you and me only see us in our dreams. I'm outside, been thinking about you all night. Been thinking it ain't right if you and me only see us in our dreams. I'm outside. Baby, I'm outside, been thinking about you all night. Been thinking it ain't right if you and me only see us in our dreams. I'm outside. I'll drive, you pick the station. Sunrise, no destination, no lie. I've been so patient, like winter waiting for June. I'm done and waiting for you, waiting for you. Baby, I'm outside, been thinking about you all night. Been thinking it ain't right if you and me only see us in our dreams. I'm outside, been thinking about you all night. Been thinking it ain't right if you and me only see us in our dreams. I'm outside.
Hello friends. So hello, it is Thursday afternoon. I just got up from work, so if I do look kind of sweaty, that's the reason why. And it's been super hot lately. It's been in the 100s and 90s around there. I'm kind of anxious right now because this morning I drank a Vietnamese coffee, and for those of you who have had Vietnamese coffee, you guys know how strong that coffee is. I try to stay away from it, but it's so good. In the beginning, in the morning, I was super energized. I was ready for work, and then in the afternoon, I was just like super anxious. But anyways, it is 3:55. I'm gonna clean my room because I did not have time to clean it up this morning, and I got new scratches today. I got scratched. With my job, every day is completely different. Yesterday, I did read a little bit of The Whisper Man. I'm not going to talk about it right now because I need to put all my thoughts together, but I am reading it on Kindle and I am on page 79. I'm 22% in. What the hell is that? Figuring out that murder happened like a while back. This guy who is called the Whisper Man, who killed 5 or 4, I don't know if it was kids or men, I'm not very sure yet. We follow Jake, who is a little boy who is hearing whispers outside his window. So that's where I'm at right now, and hopefully it picks up because it is kind of slow right now.
Let's take a sip from the cup of chai. $250,000. We're both so young, and baby, we've got time to face our fears, make our dreams come true. We both know what we want and what we've gotta do. I don't know where the road will go, but baby, we can find out. If you trust me, you will know. It'll all unfold. I don't know where the road will go, but baby, we can find it. We can find that pot of gold.
Alright, hello everyone. It is Friday night. It is currently 8 o'clock p.m. My sister and I, we went to a coffee shop today. We tried a different one and we went to Cafecito Coffee. And we both got the Café de Olla. And we have to say we weren't like huge fans of it. I'm gonna have to drink it anyways. I did pour a little bit of vanilla here in my house. This morning I went to the DMV because I need to get my car fixed. I was in an accident maybe like 2 years ago, and then COVID happened and I was not able to fix it. So I'm gonna be having like a very busy weekend because I need to find like a place where I can fix my car. I went to the DMV this morning. It was super fast. I didn't have to even wait like more than 10 minutes, so that was fun. And I do have a job interview on Monday. I did kind of read a little bit. I haven't made a lot of progress with my readings. And I'm probably not going to read tonight because we're going to have a movie night. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that is excited to watch Twilight on Netflix. Let me know if you're that person that has all the Twilight movies and is still going to watch them on Netflix. The Whisper Man. I did talk to you guys about this one, and it is a thriller. I am on page 122. I'm 33% in. So far, there are no thoughts. I have nothing to say about this book. It's so slow. There's just some things that I want to skip. We follow Tom Kennedy, who believes a fresh start will help him and his young son, Jake, restart their life. Move to another town. The little boy goes to another school. And just as they settle into their new home, a young boy vanishes. And his disappearance bears an unnerving resemblance to Frank Carter's crimes. Frank Carter was a serial killer, or is a serial killer, who murdered 4 victims like 20 years ago, and he is in prison. In the present, we also follow detectives Amanda and Pete, who we follow in the story in the third person point of view. And they are trying to find out the missing boy before it's too late. Pete, who is one of the detectives, he decides to go visit Frank Carter, the serial killer, in prison. And this serial killer knows something about the disappearance of the little boy, because he mentions like the whispers or something. And that little boy that went missing, his mom mentioned that her son had told her that he heard whispers outside of the window. And that's exactly how Frank, who is the serial killer, abducted his victims. Since he is in prison, the detectives think that he has an alliance who has abducted the little boy. We follow 2 different stories, and they both connect in some sort of way. Tom, who has his son Jake, both grieving, so it does have a lot of like grief in this book. Jake, who is his son, he starts hearing whispers outside his window as well. And I guess the house that they moved in, this house is haunted or something. I'm not very sure yet what is going on, but eventually I'll put all the pieces together. Jake, who is Tom's son, he talks by himself, but he's actually talking to like I don't know if it's a ghost or what the hell he is, but at first it was supposedly a little girl and then a little boy. So I'm kind of confused on that sections. Did mention in the beginning that he did see a little girl, and no one else is able to see her. And this little girl tells Jake a rhyme about if he leaves the door half open, that he will soon hear the whispers spoken. If he plays outside alone, soon you won't be going home. If your windows are left unlatched, you'll hear him tapping at the glass. So she does mention him. So I'm kind of like thinking maybe for some reason this book is kind of reminded me so much of The Outsider by Stephen King. Me, it does give me the same kind of vibe. I continue reading maybe a bit more, and then we're gonna have a movie night, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Sunday afternoon. It is currently 5:07 p.m. I did finish reading The Whisper Man this morning, and I rated it a 4 out of 5. The only reason why it was not a 5 is because the beginning was just like very slow. I loved the whole theme of the story and how it developed and the ending. So I think that The Whisper Man was definitely about a relationship between a father and a son. Tom did not have like a really good relationship with his kid Jake because he didn't have a father figure growing up, because his father was an alcoholic. And we do get to see who is his father, which was kind of like a connection of one of the characters in the story, and which I really liked and surprised me. So Tom and his son have a very awkward relationship with each other, and at times it felt like Tom was trying so hard to be a good father for him because he did not have one growing up. And throughout the story we see like these relationships between a father and a son. We have the Whisper Man who is in prison, and he did have a son as well. Two characters who are or were fathers find fatherhood to be very difficult. This story is also about grief because Tom does grieve throughout the whole novel. Also about starting over because Tom, obviously, he moved to a new town and bought a new house. So I did mention that Jake, the little boy, he was talking to a little girl. That is explained very well at the end of the story, and I really liked how the author incorporated in the story. So that was very cool to put together. I guess the little girl that Jake used to talk to or talks to was nothing related to the Whisper Man. Since we do know that the Whisper Man is in prison in the beginning of the book, we do get to find out who was the one that abducted the little boy in the beginning of the story. It surprised me a lot because I didn't expect that person to be the other abductor. Could have been a 5, but I just don't like how it was confusing in the beginning. Towards the middle, you just put all the pieces together, and if you do pay close attention, you get to even know who is the other killer. Let's start reading Good Girl Bad Blood by Holly Jackson this morning, and I'm already on page 80 something. What page am I? Page 88. I'm 22% in. It's already good. This is the reason why I loved A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, because she just throws so many details at you and you're already like really dived into the novel. So if you have read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, it's about this girl named Pip, and she solves this murder. The sequel, which is Good Girl Bad Blood, she starts her own podcast. Second book, there's another person missing, and this person is siblings with one of the characters named Connor, and Connor goes to Pip and asks her for her help because he knows that she solved the other murder and she's very good at solving crimes and things. At this point, we don't know if he actually left. We don't know if he got murdered or if he just went on vacation, because I guess Jamie tends to do this a lot. This time, his family do have a feeling that something happened to him. So that's what I'm reading right now. It is currently 5 o'clock p.m. I'm gonna end the vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Thank you for joining me this week, and I appreciate every single one of you who watched the whole thing. Thank you for watching. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.